Hello. On this week's treasure hunt, we have with us in the studio a couple from Harrow Weald in Middlesex, Jill and Martin King. But before we go any further, tell us something about yourselves. Do you work as well as being a housewife?
Yes, I do. I'm a personnel manager for Tesco Stores Limited.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
And what do you do?
I work in marketing for a major biscuit manufacturer.
At least you know what you're all eating, then, obviously, don't you?
Certainly do.
Yes.
Well, the best of luck today.
Thank you.
Also with us in the studio, we have Wincy Willis, who will, of course, be the only person who knows our route.
Hello, yes, well, you've got the usual 45 minutes in which to solve your 5 clues and win £1,000, so lots of luck.
Okay.
Now, let's just see if our intrepid sky runner, Annika Rice, can hear us. Annika, can you hear me?
Hey up, lad, how's thee? Of course, that's Yorkshire for hello, Kenneth, how you doing, you old sausage?
We're doing fine.
We're actually in North Yorkshire, and I'm in the Dales National Park at the moment in Wharfdale by a tiny little village called Hawkswick by the river. An absolutely beautiful spot, rolling countryside all round, an absolute haven for walkers and mountain climbers and cavers.
And sky runners.
And sky runners, hopefully. And this is a real wool area, though there's no sheep in the field we're in at the moment because we moved them all because of the helicopter. Charles Kingsley also got his inspiration for the water babies near here, and I'm not surprised because really this is the most idyllic spot. The sun's almost shining. And, oh, by the way, talking of water babies, let's just say hello to Graham and Frank, shall we?
Hello,
There they
Graham
are.
and Frank.
Graham and Frank there, and their designer baby grows, looking very fetching today. Oh, and the new shoes, especially for going over rough land. And Keith over there waiting in the helicopter. And if you open your map, can you see Hawkswick?
Say it again.
Can you see where Wharfdale's written down the top of your map?
Oh, yes, right down the valley, yes.
Can you see where the R is in Wharfdale?
Yes.
This isn't a very technical way of deciding where we are, but just west of the R is a place called Hawkswick. Can you see that?
Hawkswick, yes, got it.
On the River Skirth there. We've got a fisherman in the background who's, I don't know what he's hoping to catch today, probably trout, is that right, Graham? He's my fisherman expert. We've all had a bit of fishing, actually.
Tell us more about that when you see it a bit closer, will you? We'd like to hear more about the area from Wincy.
Certainly, well, of course, it's one of my favourite parts of the world, not far from my home territory. She's in a lovely part of the country, the Yorkshire Dales, in the heart of the Pennines, and just northwest of the industrial areas of Leeds and Bradford. On our more detailed map, there's Annika's start position in Wharfdale, as she said. Down here, we've got Skipton, the home of the Dales, the gateway to the Dales, in fact, and much farther south, Ilkley of Ilkley Morbar Tat fame. OK? The distance on our map from north to south is 18 miles. The treasure that you're looking for will be a feather in your cap. OK?
A feather in your
There's your
cap.
first clue. Good luck.
Right.
Start the clock.
And here's the first clue. They're laking by the Graminious Woods, where a latter-day roads will deliver the goods. Oh, my good heavens. They're laking by the Graminious Woods, where a latter-day roads will deliver the goods.
I think this calls for a dictionary, Jill.
It sounds like
Calls for a
Yorkshire.
dictionary,
Sounds like
definitely.
Yorkshire
Laking.
language, doesn't it?
Shall we climb our way back to the helicopter?
Yes, if you would. Make your way to the helicopter, Annie.
You, Graham.
Laking and Graminious we want, don't we?
I'll look up laking.
Now I'm looking up Graminious. What are you looking up?
I'm
not
actually looking up the
laking.
area.
You're looking up Graminious.
Right, well, we'll get in the helicopter ready to take
Graminious, relating to or belonging to the grass family.
Thank you.
So it could be
Resembling a
Grassington.
Grassington.
Woods?
Yes, it could be.
Grassington Woods?
Where is that?
Grassington.
Oh, it's south.
Grasswoods. No, there's actually a place called Grasswood.
Graminious Wood, yes, good, well done.
Grasswood. Can we...
Grasswood.
Have you taken off, Annie?
No, we're in the helicopter ready
Could you
to
take off and
Yeah.
head, what would you say, Jill? North?
What's laking?
So south, southeast, Grasswood.
South-southeast.
South-southeast, for a place called Grasswoods. That's
Grasswood.
Yes,
what Graminious
please.
means.
The laking isn't in this dictionary.
We're heading to the south-southeast.
I'm just having a look and see what I've got in here.
Let's see that
Lake,
place.
Northern English dialect. Playing a game, to be on holiday, to take a day off work, to be unemployed. So,
Play
there
a
you are.
game.
Northern English
Village of
dialect.
Hawkswick below us.
Play a game. I wonder if cricket is taking place or
Laking
something.
by the...
So
Playing a
Grasswood,
game,
you say?
anyway.
They're
Let's
certainly
think.
playing a game by Grasswoods, Annie.
Oh, delivery? Yes.
Latter-day roads. Should we look up roads in the...
Can you read the clue again,
Yes,
Dennis?
they're laking by the Graminious Woods, where a latter-day roads will deliver the goods.
Do you think it could be anything to do with delivery, as in cricket?
It could be.
Very
It
well
could
be.
Cricket would be.
Oh, right,
Cricketers,
the cricketer roads.
Ah.
Clever girl. Didn't know you knew so much about
of course,
cricket.
Yorkshire, they're pretty keen on cricket up here. It might
Yes,
even be
there was a
Jeff
famous
Boycott
cricketer
just
roads.
lurking there.
How far are you from Grasswoods, Annie?
We'll take about 3 minutes to get there.
Right.
We're
And could you
heading-
see if there's a cricket green with some cricket going on?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Right,
that
we
sounds
shall do
very
that.
good.
Is the weather
Oh, wait,
good enough
wait.
for cricket?
Well, I've always wanted a quick bowl, so that would... if Jeff Boycott
Roads
might
is
be
roads is
there.
cricketer, yes.
Well, we're flying over, as I said before, great walking country, and there's a lovely footpath that goes for about 80 miles all along. It's called the Dales Way, and it leads right through to Windermere and the Lake District.
beautiful.
So I think we'll have to come back and do that another time. I don't think we've quite got time for that this morning.
Can you see the river, Annika?
Yes, it's just below us. We're weaving in and out of the river. Nice couple of horses down there. The sun is bursting out spasmodically. But the Dales Way, that walk I was telling you about, it starts at Ilkley and, as I say, goes right through to the Lake District. Now, what village would that be? That's probably Coniston there. I think we're just flying over Coniston if you want to check on your map where we are.
Yes, I can see it, Annika.
Right.
Yes, W roads
so
paid for
Grasswood
Yorkshire.
is coming up now. Right, we're approaching Grasswood now, so I've got to look. We think it might be a cricket game.
That's
Yes.
right, yes.
We'll deliver the goods.
Deliver. What else? What other sport?
So it might be the bowler.
W Rhodes, who played for Yorkshire, was an all-rounder. Oh, isn't he? Yes.
There's no sign of a cricket game yet, but this is definitely Grasswood. And right now, there's some sheep wondering what on earth hit them as the helicopter flies above them. We're just weaving round the river, looking out for something that should inspire us any minute now, but I can tell you at the moment there's not a lot here.
I believe Yorkshire's the only county where you've got to be born in it to play cricket for them. So people cross the
Oh, right.
border to give birth to their children.
Grassington. This is the town of Grassington. Grasswood. Perhaps do you think it's actually in the town rather
Which says by the Graminious Woods. It's by those
right,
woods.
So let's... Oh, I can see a game of cricket!
That's
yes,
right,
follow
good.
us.
Good.
Oh, we were right. Fantastic. So, Keith, land
Can you land there?
by Silly Midon. Enjoyed it.
Bowling maiden's over. Go on, keep going.
Let's get through all the cricket jokes before we land, shall we? Oh, look. What are they doing now?
Rhodes is going. This latter-day Rhodes will deliver the goods. Do you think that means he's going to bowl to you?
The
Yes.
bowler, yes.
It's got a bowl to me, and on the ball there'll be a clue.
I shouldn't be
Probably.
surprised.
Yes.
I haven't particularly got to accost any one person.
Well, the
I've just
bowler,
got-
I think.
I've just got to be bowled at.
See who the bowler. Find the bowler. The bowler must have it. The latter-day Rhodes. Rhodes was an all-rounder, so he could have been a bowler or a
Well,
batsman.
here they are. They don't look at all perturbed that we're landing here. Very, very laid-back cricket players here. Keith, you should do this. How you like a cricket? We're just... Oh, Keith, how about you land on the pitch? Oh, there's the style. Oh, there's a young lad coming out to us.
Have you identified the bowler?
Yes, the bowler's up there. I'm just hoping that there'll be a little thing to do. I think I'll leave that behind. Right. We're just climbing over the stile, trying to get into the actual pitch. Can you manage that? Gosh, you're so butch grey. Good morning! Oh, look, some really hot stuff going on here. Now, do I need the bowler?
Yes,
Try the
try the
bowler
bowler.
first.
Are you the bowler? No, you're the wicket keeper. Hang on. Hello!
He might have a ball in his hand.
Have you got a clue?
Yeah.
It's in your pocket. Oh, you got it? That was very easy. I didn't have to do anything at all. I just
You got
it.
it.
The clock.
Keep going. Read it to us.
Something up, old Amadale's foot. Step inside to get the drift. Montgolfier fashion.
Did you hear that? Something's up by old Amadale's foot. Step inside to get the drift. Montgolfier fashion.
Something's up by old Armadale's foot. Step inside to get the drift, Montgolfier fashion. Well, that must be an air balloon.
That's right. So
Armadale's foot, old
Let's see
Armadale's
how the
foot.
experts really do it.
Can you go back to the helicopter, please?
So you have a look in there.
We're on our way back. I'd love to have a quick bowl.
Amadale, Littendale. Right.
We're off again.
Right, you're heading back to the helicopter. You're in the helicopter. Annika?
Almost as good as.
Got something now?
Right, Littendale, the old name was Amadale, watered by the river Skeerfair, which enters the wharf half a mile above Kilnsey.
That's where we were just now.
Littendale is a valley that should be
Where is
selected
it?
for exploration.
Tell me again where it is.
Right, watered by the river Skeerfair, which enters the wharf half a mile above Kilnsey. Kilnsey.
There's Kilnsey.
Right, so it's
What are we
half a
looking
mile
for now?
above.
From where?
And it's Littendale.
Littendale. Which direction?
It doesn't
East or
actually
west?
say.
East or left?
It doesn't say. Is there a map?
Littendale.
What's it called? Littendale?
Littendale.
Littendale.
I'm looking for it on the map, Annika.
Do you think that's north or south?
Well,
Well, we'll leave them to carry on with their cricket now.
Littendale.
There's a bit of bowling going on there.
I'll have a look in one of the other books.
Half a mile above. I mean, we should be heading towards Kilnsey.
Half a mile above what?
is above Kilnsey.
Oh, half a mile above Kilnsey.
Have we located?
Armadale Dub, something called here.
Can you head north?
Head north.
Yes, towards
We head north.
Kilnsey.
There's
Where is
something here called Armadale
Kilnsey?
Dub.
Amadale
Dub.
D-U-B.
D-U-B.
How do you
Rubber
spell
dub
that
dub.
name?
Which one, Annika?
Kilnsey or something.
K-I-L-N-S-E-Y.
Oh,
Annika.
Kilnsey.
Yeah.
Now, where is that? You see that, Keith? You can't find it.
It's the other side of the river from where you are, but a bit further north.
Kilnsey Crag. Okay, got that. Yep, got there.
I think that's right, Kenneth.
So that
Littendale,
way, right.
name was
Name of
Amadale.
I
Armadale, yes,
see
old
there's
Armadale.
a cave
By
and
the
fell
foot.
rescue post at Grassington. Because, of course, Wolf Day is there in the middle of pot-holing country. And the moors are full of caves and underground streams and passages.
Second South.
And exploring them is
Not
great.
served by any public transport.
Well, I think she's all right for
What the
transport.
foot means?
At the bottom of, I should think, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Old Amadale.
Should be there in about 2
No.
When you get there, Annika, I think you're going to see a hot air balloon.
Oh, nice.
And you have to get inside it.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Up my old set aside to get the drift. Oh, well, that could be the end of us for the rest
You
of the
knew
day.
about the Montgolfier business, didn't you?
Yes, I
Can you
did.
explain what? Do you know why? Do you know who Montgolfier was?
Were they not a pair of brothers? And was it the first
Montgolfier brothers, yes,
hot-air
I think they were.
ascent? I can't remember the actual distance, height they travelled up to. But
Anyway,
I think it was the first
they
hot-air
were the
ascent.
experts in
That's
hot air
right.
balloons, yes.
French brothers.
Right. So if you look for this hot air balloon, you should be somewhere near.
Where are you now, Annika?
Where-
Right, Keith, we're looking for a hot air balloon. You've always fancied going ballooning.
Amadale's foot.
You've had just over 10 minutes so
Got your
far.
packed lunch with you.
What's
Could
the
need
thing?
it.
Scarf
Oh,
and
there
all
it is, yes!
You've
See
got
it?
it?
Yes, I can see it ahead. Beautiful colours, red, green, yellow.
Lovely.
Pretty stationary at the moment.
Is there somewhere to land
So
nearby?
land as close as you can
Yes, we can land as
what do they call it,
close
the
as we
basket?
Yes, it's
I've
that's the
actually got to
balloon.
get inside it.
Yes. I think the clue may be inside.
Step inside.
The clue may be inside. We're not actually going to go off. We're not doing the rest of this treasure hunt by balloon, are we?
Well, you
Well,
might.
anything could
We
happen.
could do, Annika.
You've got
Anything
3
can
weeks to
happen on this
spare.
programme.
Step inside to get the drift.
Right, we're there in a couple of seconds. I can see some hearty men trying to hold on to the ropes to keep the balloon in position. It's actually quite windy.
Are there many
Here
people
they
there?
are! Good morning! Those animals are so laid back, aren't they? There's absolutely not a look coming from those
They're
cows.
all deaf. Step inside to get the drift.
To get the drift. Drift.
Drift.
Just a balloon drift.
Is the drift the name of a rope or something? Is there a controlling rope called a drift, perhaps? Will that watch the cows pass?
Kind of drift
One
has
right
some
there.
significance. Is that the anchorage, Arctic drifting? Drift
Right,
anchor.
well, we're just
Matter carried along.
running up to the balloon now. Ebagum! Trying to avoid a lot
carried
of
on
pheasants the cows have
by
left
rise by
behind.
currents of air.
Good
so it could be
morning!
the balloon.
Here we are.
Don't you think that it'll go up with her when she gets into it?
Now, hang on. Hi! Nice to see you! Oh, can I come in? Right.
I think it'll go up. Is that the flame going?
It could be.
Sounds like it.
Am I supposed to spray him? Come back.
I've always wanted to go.
So have I.
Yes, I can see it. Hang on. Got it? Yes.
You got the clue?
Stop the clock.
Right, stop the clock. Don't read it. We'll take a short break now. Join us again in a few moments. Welcome back to part 2. Well, Jill and Martin have solved 2 clues. That's £150. You've got 3 to go. How are they doing,
You're
Lindsay?
doing very well. You're ahead of schedule. So here's your third clue.
Terrific.
Start
Ahead
the
of
clock.
schedule.
Let's go.
Annika.
You've got my clue. Can you read it out?
Yes.
Obviously, I don't think you can.
Clue 3. Downstream,
Can you read it?
Terpsichorean folk have discovered Scotland's national poet and letters from his birthplace. Best skirt round the bar guest of Troller's Gill.
Good
Graham, thanks a lot.
Shall we
Thanks.
read it again? Downstream, Terpsichorean folk have discovered
now.
Scotland's national poet and letters from his birthplace. Best skirt round the bar guest of Troller's
Bye-bye,
Gill.
Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, boy.
Right, so
Downstream.
Terpsichorean means dancing, doesn't
Dancing,
it?
yes.
Dancing folk have discovered Scotland's national poet. It's
Burns.
Robbie Burns.
Yes.
Burns, that means water of some description, doesn't it?
Any ideas?
And letters from his birthplace.
Are you back in the helicopter,
Well,
Annika?
we're right by us. Any suggestions before I get in?
Well, you've got to get... We think we've got to go
Going
down.
downstream.
Terpsichorean folk.
Downstream.
And it's downstream, so we have to go downstream.
Downstream.
Yes, but where Terpsichorean folk have to
Thanks, James.
dancing ballet.
Where's my map? Oh, it's by your feet. Keith, we want to sort of go downstream.
Let's see if we can see anything by looking at the map.
It's quite a windy day. They're having quite a problem with that balloon. What a glorious sight. All the sunlight. Yes, they're having
Let's
real
have a look at
problems.
the area, then. I'll have a look at one of these and look at that one.
Annika,
Yes.
have you tried real Yorkshire pudding?
Have we tried it? We've eaten nothing but for the last 3 days. It's been wonderful.
Discovered
We've had
Burns,
the most
letters from his birthplace.
delicious food.
Did you have it properly,
Terpsichorean
separately,
folk.
with the gravy, without the rest of the meal?
It's called
Frankie, who's our most outrageous member of the crew, insisted on having it with jam, with cream, with chocolate sauce.
Dancing.
Well, that's what used to happen. It was a huge
Discovered
Yorkshire pudding, and you started off as the first course with the gravy. Then you went on to the meat and vegetables, and you had it as dessert with jam.
That's right. Well, Frank's really been into that. He's had about 5 helpings of everything. It's been quite embarrassing.
Now, where was he born? Born and lives in Alloway. So his birthplace is Alloway.
No, we don't want that, but that's Scotland. Letters from
Anyway,
his
where should we go?
birthplace.
We're just heading downstream, as you told us. But,
Right, could you...
This one is
Well,
not much help. There's something else. Can I have a look at another one for you?
Right, and let's have a look at the...
Annika, if you do get a chance to look on the ground at all, it's a very, very famous area for wildflowers. Lots of quite
it?
endangered flowers around that area, so be careful where you're running.
well, yes,
Burn.
we've
River
you be very
Burn.
careful.
Oh, right.
what?
106.
There's a River Burn.
Well, usually these moors
that?
in the later summer are purple with heather,
Downstream.
Yes.
which should be a lovely sight. And of course, they're famous for their grouse shooting. Didn't Harold Macmillan used to come to...
River Burn, 12-mile-long River Burn, cascades
That's
to life
right.
down the peaty
You've got just
boulder
under
strewn
13 minutes,
slopes
by
of
the
Great
way.
Hall.
Sorry?
Just under 30 minutes to go.
Any idea where we're going? We're just following
No,
the river.
we're finding it. We'll get
We're
there in a
looking at the
minute.
River Burn at the moment.
Just enjoy the
Please.
countryside. Great Hall.
Any
You
idea
said
where
Great
we're
Hall,
going?
didn't you?
They're still deep in books.
Is this where we are now? Oh, we're back over Grassington
There's the River
again now.
Burn, which
Where?
is Colsterdown near Masham.
Wait, Kenneth, we're at Grassington, so that's
You're at Grassington,
that's
right.
the stage we've got to at the
Grassington.
moment.
Got to go where?
Head on down
There's
the
the
river
River
walk.
Burn, which
The River Burn.
have discovered. It's a
There's place called
Terpsichorean
the
folk.
Devil's Apron Fall, isn't there? Can you see that?
I wonder what's at Masham.
Sorry, say that again.
There's a place called the Devil's Apron Fall.
The Devil's Apron.
Well, only that's sort of obviously attached to folklore and whatever. Would that be anything to do with it? Otherwise...
Well, I'm waiting. I'm going to
up.
go straight. I'm looking for... I've actually found here...
Barchester Trollers.
keep going, shall we? Or should
Yes,
we,
just go a little bit slowly.
A bit slowly. For once in your life, you'll be
Don't
asked
fall
to go
out of the
slowly.
sky.
So we'll just hover around...
The spectacular limestone ravine of Troller's Gill looks up at Barden Fell, a mile or so from the village of Appletree Wick. Now, where's that?
Appletree Wick.
I've seen that.
Kenneth, we're just sort of circling round grass.
We're trying to find a village. Here's Appletree Wick.
Make up your mind.
Appletree Wick. Where are you now? From Grassington, it's something like...
Appletree Wick. Do you want Appletree Wick?
Appletree Wick, yes.
Appletree Wick, right, that's about 2
know
minutes
where
down
it
the
is
river.
from
There. There's a
it
place
could be the
called
next-
Burnsall.
Burnsall.
What's it called?
The dancing bit around.
Burnsall.
Oh, mercy, you said he was born in Alloway. You don't think
Alloway.
Burns, sort of one of these...
Oh, Burnsall, Alloway.
Yes.
From.
Oh, yes.
Birthplace, Burnsall.
Well done, Burnsall. Burnsall, you want
right,
Burnsall.
Burnsall, not Applewick.
That's right, Burnsall.
Burnsall should be over there, I think. Is that it? Or just round the
Well,
bend
it's
of the
on
river?
the
Just nearly
river
there.
from Grassington. You're passing over Grassington
Yes,
now.
we'll be there in about a minute. Burnsall.
Right, so we look up Burnsall.
Oh, that's Hebden over there. We're just going over Hebden. We can see the whole farm. No, we can't.
Burnsall
Graham,
Feast.
can you see? Just see what's over there, Graham. You can see Hebden. Think of all those people living in Hebden. We want to see their village. Right. Thank you, Graham. And Burnsall is now directly in front of us. We can see the church.
Famous for its Burnsall Feast.
Burnsall Feast.
Yes.
Could this be Yorkshire pudding?
Might be.
Possibly.
Well, we're at Burnsall now,
Best
so...
skirt round the Barguest of Troller's Gill. Well, Barguest is a dog-like goblin portending death, for heaven's sake.
Oh, this is really pretty.
Did you hear that?
This is the village below us now. Any idea where you want us to head for? Which build? Is it a pub, did
Best
you say?
step round the Bargus of Troller's Gill.
You can see there's a pub down
Yes.
there.
Troller's Gill.
Troller's Gill is a spectacular limestone ravine.
Is it? Oh.
Which is there.
Oh, there's some country dancing or whatever you call
Ah,
it.
yes.
That
This
sounds
must
as
be
though
it.
it could be it.
Look,
could
we've
be
had
it.
ballooning, we've had cricket. Now we've got country dancing. This is a very active show this week.
Oh, Barguest means... oh, I had it then.
Yes,
Read it
the
again.
village dancing is going on.
Barguest is a dog-like
Best
goblin
skirt,
portending
says on the
death.
skirt.
I wonder if someone's dressed up as a Bargus in the folk
Probably it's a
dancing.
part of the folk dancing.
Are they dressed up, Annika?
Yes, they're all in their lovely not national costumes.
Does someone look like a dog?
Yes, they do, exactly. And it says best skirt, so would that mean it's attached to their skirt there?
Yes,
It
I
could do,
think so.
yes.
Right, let's get going. When the tough get going, the going gets tough.
Ask if there's a character called the Bargus
Sorry,
of Troller's Gill.
Oh,
I mean,
Graham.
Bargus could be a
Frank will
character
never
in the
make
folk
it to that
dancing.
Yorkshire pudding. Frank, you have to
Oh, good.
You got it?
Yes, no, not yet. Give us some time. There they were. 3 against 1,000. The toughest 3 they ever faced. Right, we're on our way.
Oh, there it burns.
We're just crossing the bridge. Can you see on the map where we've landed?
No.
Oh,
We're by a bridge, anyway.
yes. We've landed on the wrong side of the bridge, typically.
They're dancing on the other side, are they?
Yes, yes. On the village side. Hello! Right, I feel we ought to be carrying the Olympic torch. Here are the dancers.
The one with the skirt and looking like a dog.
They've all got skirts.
Sounds a pleasant chat.
Oh,
Normal
there's a
Yorkshireman.
great bull. Is that a bull? Here we are. Now, they've all got skirts. And they're all clanging battens.
Ask if one of them's called the Barguest of Troller's Gill.
Are you called...
Bargeest.
Oh.
You're called the Barguest of Troller's Gill.
Bargeest.
No, Barguest. Who is? And this is...
You got it?
What is this? What is that?
Sounds like
Is this it? Oh, God. Is this where the clue is? Have you got a clue? Is the... Hello? This is the skirt of the... Underneath? I can't go underneath. Excuse me, this won't take long. Oh! Oh, dear. Hello? I've got it!
All
right, keep going.
Keep going, read it.
Past the place where the Romilly boy came to grief, and opposite his mother's memorial, Take steps into the mesial current.
Past the place where the Romilly boy came to grief and opposite his mother's
you.
memorial, take steps into the mesial current.
Right. Can you go back to the helicopter, please, Annika?
Bye.
The Romilly here.
I've got a warning for you, Annika.
Oh, no, what now?
Well, the bar geese used to play a very important role.
Is
The
Robert
local
de
girls
Romeo?
used to hide under his skirts
That
if they
could
wanted
be
to be
it.
fertile.
What? Oh, dear. Well, I think I was in control of what was going on then, but I'm not sure. Oh! That was a fantastic sight.
Robert de Romeo.
It's raining,
Domesday
Graham.
Book Skipton is recorded as being Crown land, but shortly after it was granted to Robert de Romeo. He could be the Romilly boy.
Romilly,
I wonder if there was an
Where
accident
does he
somewhere.
go to grief?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I've got it.
killed?
Wait a minute. The Strid has claimed many victims, not the least illustrious being the son of landowner Alistair Romilly, the boy of Egremont, who came to grief while attempting to cross the ravine. Now, Annika, take care.
The Strid where?
The Strid is
How did we
below the bridge in Bolton Woods. Wharf River passes in 2 months through a narrow gorge of rocks.
Strid Court, Bolton Park.
There's the Strid.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's got to go
South.
on down the river.
Could we follow the river down, Annie?
South
Annika?
east. Follow the river.
Follow the river to somewhere called the Strid. It's marked on the map.
Past
Got
the
to go
place
past
I'll
there.
pass the place.
and opposite his mother's memorial. Well, now let's
Is
see.
that Alistair Romilly?
Where do we follow the river to?
To the Strid.
To where?
The
Strid.
Strid. S-T-R-I-D.
S-T-R-I-E, place to
ID.
Street.
Yes.
Yes, Mother's
Fine.
Memorial.
Let's just work
Well,
out
there's
where
more
we
about
are.
Romilly in here. So, let's see if I can find anything right. There's another page on Romilly.
That is a lovely, lovely sight below us, with the river wharf and the village of the folk dancing going on, and that black thing with the skirts, where I can tell you an awful lot went on under there. Where's Street, Keith?
You've got 21 minutes to go.
Oh dear, Keith doesn't even know where it is. This isn't
A
the
memorial? No, that can't be it.
Opposite his mother's memorial. His mother's memorial. Now, what was his mother's memorial? I'm trying to find.
Street, there's Street.
We want a memorial to
You looked in here.
Alistair Romilly.
Alistair Romilly.
That's a river, lovely inky blackness against the very lush green. It does rain a lot in the Yorkshire moors, but at least it does give everything that wonderful
That's
freshness
good.
and lushness and greenness. Okay, I'll keep this near me. Somewhere.
We got the... There you go.
Right, we're on our way to Strid. I can see Strid Cottage on the map. Any ideas? Past the place.
Past the
Oh,
place.
look,
It must
where
be a
the
place
old-
memorial.
Opposite
It
his
is
mother's
so
memorial.
incredibly green, isn't it?
What does Misha mean, anyway?
Lucio.
Are you still there,
I'll
Martin?
look up
I
Misha.
am, Annika, yes. I've got very quiet looking in the book.
I thought you'd gone off for coffee break. People do sometimes on break like that. They all disappear.
Misha,
and
another
leave us.
word for medial.
Middle.
Strid. The Strid. Strid
We found the
Cottage.
Strid.
We're just trying to locate it.
Yes,
There's a lot of forest,
What's that?
pasture, plantation land.
You've seen it on the map, though, haven't you?
And it's just trying to locate.
Lucio.
Can you sort of fly out of the wind, Pete, a bit? Not doing anything to my hair. And as for yours, got a smile for me. Hey! I think we'll be there. I think it's just round this bend of the river. We'll be there in about a minute.
Right. Keep your eyes peeled for some sort of memorial.
Some sort of what?
Memorial.
Might be a
Memorial.
statue.
Statue of some
Statue
description.
or
perhaps.
memorial. Right. Now, there's some ruins on the hill. Is that anything to do with it?
It may be.
Oh, what's that, Keith? Thank you.
Steps and the stepping
It's
stones.
the Barden Tower. The remains of
Steps.
Barden
I'm looking
Tower.
at stepping
Stepping
stones. Crossing.
stones there.
Stepping
Yes, there
stones.
we are.
Where's Strid?
There's the Strid.
Well, there's the Strid. It's right there. But what is this memorial?
So this must be it, Barden Tower. Can you hear
Well,
the
yes, we can hear, but we can't find out where this memorial is of the mother.
See Barden Tower on your map.
Yes, we saw Barden Tug.
Right, but you don't think it's that. You think it's some other kind of memorial.
No.
It's past there and opposite
It's past
the memorial.
the Strid. It says past the Strid. The clue says past the place where the Romilly boy came to grief. He came to grief at the Strid, and that's past there.
Right. Well, this is Barden Bridge.
Boat in here.
Coming up to Barden Bridge, could that be it instead?
Well, you haven't got to the Strid yet, have you?
We're at the bridge. We're just flying over the whole area to try and find what they're talking about. There's some wooden blocks on the floor which look like, are they sort of memorials? Those
Wooden blocks on the floor, they could be the steps, couldn't they?
Sorry?
They could be the steps.
Steps. Well,
In the clue, take steps into the mesial current.
Yes, into the middle of the stream, I
Into the
think.
middle of the stream.
so we need some steps going down to the stream. Ah,
It
right.
could be. 421.
Steps. Can you see any steps, Keith? This is the actual area of the Strid is officially
Alice
this
Romilly,
area now.
his country
Now,
corps,
we need
endowed the
some
first
steps.
priory at MC, returning home while hunting, yes.
We're all a bit confused up here.
Legend said that in her sorrow, his mother founded the Bolton
We've
community,
flown
but
over
since...
Barden Tower.
Oh,
We've flown
did you?
over the
Community,
Barden
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's Bolton Abbey, then.
Bolton Abbey.
Bolton Abbey. You see Bolton Abbey, it must be, I think,
Bolton
don't you?
Abbey.
Priory remains of.
Bolton Abbey.
Barden
Bolton
Tower.
Abbey is further down.
Bolton Hall, Bolton Abbey, and
Abbey's
Priory
just round
remains
this
of.
bend in
Can you
the-
see
in the
that?
river. Well, Bolton Abbey is very famous.
Yes, it is.
Bolton
Right, well, we've left the Strid behind and we're going round the, bending round the river with this lush green vegetation on either side of it.
Where are you now, Annika?
We're about where it says Nature Trail. Can you see
Right.
that?
Yes. Can you keep going down the river to the Priory?
Riddings, yes, and the Priory will be just after this bridge, I think. This looks
She
like the
found
Priory
it there,
car
did she?
park.
She did.
Where's the Priory, Keith? This is some sort of awful joke. Oh, there it is, yes. Okay, right round now, going to see. There's the Priory ahead.
Yes.
Got something about, you found something about Bolton Abbey? Have you got much about it?
Is there
And these are current.
I expect there is. I should have a look over there. See if we can find
Flag,
something.
Keith, as near as
buses
possible.
run from Ilkley to Bolton
So we
Abbey?
definitely
Bolton
think
Abbey,
it's
yes.
Bolton Abbey.
Bolton Abbey and the wharf.
What to,
Well, there's all the graveyard and the memorial.
Alice
down
Romilly.
there.
Oh, it says, it should be borne in mind that Bolton Abbey and the stepping stones are within a few hundred yards of the village and the hole in the wall.
So it must be...
Where are the-
You must walk the stepping stones
Oh,
in
I see
Bolton
the stepping
Abbey.
stones across
And the clue
across
is
the
probably on the
river.
stepping stones.
Yes, we can see the stepping stones across the river.
Yes, so can I.
what, near the Priory?
Yes, unfortunately. I think
Oh,
we're going
right.
to get very wet. So if we land on the other side, Keith, and go across, and the clue hopefully will be on one of those stepping stones.
Yes, don't fall in, Annika.
Now let's look for something pink. Oh, I can see the clue actually.
Good.
Can you?
Yes, I can
Don't
just
fall
make
in.
out. Mind you, we haven't landed yet. Give us a second.
Yes. Oh, he head to the again.
You've got 15 minutes to go.
Yes.
Right, we'll get out here.
Can you see the stepping
Yes,
stones?
we can. They look very slippery.
I'm sure you can do it,
Take
Annika.
care.
It's like doing a pentathlon this programme today. Right, watch those cars.
You take your water wings with you, did you?
Now, here we go. Let's just run down to the river where those steps are.
Lovely, doesn't it?
It is beautiful setting. Now, they're over up here. I think we've gone the wrong way. Hang on. Here we go. Oh dear.
Take it carefully.
Yes. Oh dear. I don't like the look of this at all.
It's probably right in the middle.
Yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Wish I had my other shoes on. Right. You're right. It's right across there. Let's have a go. Oh dear. I want to hold someone's hand. I've never been very good at this sort of thing.
What's Graham doing? Can't he hold your hand and hold the camera?
Ow, this is freezing. Oh, I can tell you this water is icy. And my feet are very wet now. But here we go. Here we go. Just got about another 6 steps to go.
Can you see the clue?
Yes.
Yes, he's almost there.
Nearly there. Here we go. Now, we've got the clue. Right, here,
Well
so you
done.
can stop
Don't read
the
it.
clock,
Don't read it.
Doc.
We'll stop the clock. We'll stop the clock and take another short break. So join us again in a few moments. Hello, well, welcome back to part 3. Well, you seem to me to be doing extremely well. Only one clue still to solve. Last leg now, £500 already. How are they doing?
You're doing remarkably well. You're well ahead of schedule. You've got over 13 minutes left to do the final one. So let's go start the clock.
Read the clue, will you, Annika, please?
Right. Ouch. In Sheeptown's castle, Clifford's pride, seek out the archer's tree inside.
In Sheeptown's castle, Clifford's pride, seek out the archer's tree inside. Well, I suppose
Skipton has a castle.
Go back to the
Sounds like
helicopter, please,
Sheeptown.
Annika.
Right. Got a present for Keith, he'll be delighted.
It sounds like Skipton Castle to me. Is it
does,
everything
doesn't it?
called
So,
Sheeptown?
Skipton.
We think so, yes.
Skipton Castle.
Skipton. Look at that dog. You've had a nice swim, haven't you? Right. We're just heading back now. This could be one of the first programmes where we have a bonus clue.
Oh, don't say things like that.
Oh,
it'll
sorry.
it'll put
us
markers
off,
on it.
Skipton, 39.
Ah. Sorry, Graham. Not doing this very sensibly. But with your very
Skipton
good
Castle.
mountain shoes on, you're okay.
Archer's Tree.
Who's Clifford?
What do you want, Clifford?
There's a 300-year-old yew tree there.
Right, Clifford's Pride. Robert de Clifford, Henry de Clifford. It seems like the family name. The Earls
Difficult running in
of
sand.
Cumberland.
Lady Anne Clifford.
I think this old tree is the archer's tree.
There's an old
I
tree.
think so, wouldn't you? What is it called?
The arms of the Shepherd Lord.
Ah.
Sheeptown Shepherd. 300-year-old
For when you're in
yew
Australia,
tree.
to keep the flies off.
Good, that sounds very good.
Right, and where is that? The Conduit Court.
Is there a map in there?
You've got, it's in the castle, is it?
It's-
Yes, in Sheeptown's castle, that's right.
Didn't like it. So we're heading back the way we just come. No, we're not. Still
Or
back.
Skipton.
Should we go
Still heading
west towards
south.
Skipton?
Yeah.
Skipton itself is a glorious
Southwest.
mixture of past and present. Its name derives from Sheeptown, so that's obviously better.
Clifford's Pride.
It has the
so-
best fish and chips outside Lancashire.
Oh, how delicious.
Cheshire fish and chips are very good too, Kenneth.
Fish and chips. Well, there's the abbey below us, the priory, rather. 12th century, isn't it?
Conduit Court.
Yes.
What a wonderful location.
Massive gateway of Skipton Castle is close to the church.
Close to the church in Skipton.
Massive gateway of Skipton Castle is close to the church, and it gives access to the fortress palace of the Cliffords.
Graham, can you see that girl going across these steps now?
8 and 9. They must be adjacent. 8 and 9. Where's the entrance? Where will Annie be coming in?
Unlike Graham, I
The
just have
centre,
my
that
very
must
hunky
be.
walking boots on, which is a bit silly.
8 and 9
Right.
Conduit Court. That's where it is.
Skipton. Are you a bit lost? Disorientated perhaps? No. Good. Straight over there. Going straight across
Have we got
country
another
now.
Skipton Castle?
You've got the whole thing
We
about...
should fly over
There's
the
the
Yorkshire
gateway.
Dales Railway if we're lucky. Will we fly over the railway?
Whereabouts are you?
I should imagine we're at about Hesketh, Hambleton, that sort of area at the moment.
Just under 10
Hamilton,
minutes
yeah,
left.
got it.
Yeah. It's-
Right.
So,
Wonder where you're going to be able to land at Skipton. Must be
there's Dennis and Michael. Who's that in the front?
It's
How are you
right in the
feeling
centre,
today,
isn't it?
Michael?
Yes.
You okay, Michael?
So when she lands, we've got to be able to direct her.
So that's through the gateway. 4. It's right to the centre of the oldest part of the castle.
Take out the archer's tree inside.
Inside.
There was a feather.
Oh, yes, it must be a feather. Feather in his cap. It must be a feather. Near the
What,
tree.
what was it, the treasure?
Could be a feather in your cap.
Feather in your cap.
So, archers with feathers in it.
feather in your cap, flight of an arrow, perhaps, or just a quill feather.
Yeah, she should see some sort of feather there when she gets there, I think.
We've just flown over Hesketh's house. I think we've lost our communication.
What's happened? No? We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We've just gone over Hesketh's house. We're going to follow through Dambleton, Drawton.
Oh, you're quite a way off, yeah.
Yes, it's quite windy, actually. We're probably going right into the wind.
Annika, they won't let you land if you keep saying those pronunciations.
Oh, sorry, give us how it should be.
Droughton.
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 Sorry.
So we go straight through the gateway.
Droughton, there.
I wonder if there's a passageway there through to the court.
I must say, Martin and Jill. Hello, Martin and Jill.
Hello, Annika, we're still here. Working hard.
You've done terribly well.
Yes, they have.
I don't think you're allowed to do quite that well. What did you do last night to give you this inspiration? That's what we want to know. We want to know what this is.
It's called Chianti wine, Annika. I recommend
the
it.
secret formula. Well, we've got half a dozen cases of that in the back seat.
Right.
Chianti, Ralph. Just a plug for Chianti. It's obviously...
I don't think it's a brand name. I think we're safe.
You've got under 8 minutes left now, and the pronunciation of that place is Drafton.
Drafton.
Sorry.
Drafton.
Oh, I see where we are. Right. The works. Yes, we've got some works going on here. They're obviously quarrying for something. What are they doing there, Keith?
Quarry work.
Well, I said that. I mean, I know it's quarry work. What are they...
Famous Yorkshire
what are they
stone.
quarrying? Famous Yorkshire stone.
It's limestone, actually.
Limestone. Well, Keith didn't clue. This is the quarry works, which you can see on the map just above Drafton. Is that right? Have I made up for it now?
E-by-gummy.
Will we fly over the Yorkshire Dales Railway? Great.
No,
7 minutes to go.
Doesn't really show much. I think you've got
A minute to go?
7.
Oh, sorry. There's a little lake formed in the quarry works there, and just below us, coming up, which I don't know whether, Graham, you'll be able to see, just to keep you on your toes so you don't get sort of complacent this morning, is the Yorkshire Dales Railway, just below.
How far away is she?
That's by Emsley.
Yes, I think she's having a little bit of trouble with the wind. They're flying into the wind.
Yeah, we're flying into the wind, but we'll be there in a minute. Right. Skipton must be... Is that Skipton? Over here. Here we are. Skipton ahead of us now. So can I have further instructions?
You want to land as near as you can to the castle.
Near to the castle. Fine.
That's right.
I can dispense with that matter.
And once you've landed, Annika, if you could ask for the way to Conduit Court. And in Conduit Court, you'll find a 300-year-old yew tree.
Fabulous. The Conduit Court, the yew tree. Right.
6 minutes to go.
Right in the centre of the
Please
court.
hurry. We're not out on a shopping expedition. Where is the castle? We can see the church.
Can you see the church? Well, the gateway to the castle is close to the church.
Close to the church. Where on earth do we land?
Ah, well, now there we are.
Oh, here's the castle, yes.
Are there grounds surrounding it?
Beautiful grounds, lovely lawns with a flag flying there. And below the river, winding its way around.
Why do you think... what's the connection between an archer
land right
and this
in the
and a
middle.
yew tree?
Fabulous.
Do they make bows out of yew trees?
I don't know.
Yew tree?
You can actually see that yew tree.
Could be.
I'm not very big on yew trees. What do they
Yew,
look
the
like?
traditional word for...
That is
Just look that up in a dictionary.
beautiful, beautiful setting for a castle.
Can you hear that? Annika's asking you what the yew tree looks like.
It's a sort of... It's very central. You can't miss it if you get to the courtyard.
It's not like a
It's sort of gnarled and twisting going up.
5
Don't,
minutes.
don't talk about Kenneth like that. Terrible thing to say.
Well, I'll get back at them later.
So there'll be a yew tree, and then the hidden...
Then we're
what
looking
is the
for, I
treasure?
think, a feather or a flight of an arrow.
Right.
Feather in your
And
cap.
it's quite a gnarled tree, so there may be a hole in it. Or...
It's got a stone thing all around it, too, hasn't it?
How many minutes to go? Come on, Keith.
Any idea how long to go?
4.5.
4.5.
I bet it's right round the back. Right.
Yew.
Now,
The wood of any of these trees used to make bows for
Oh,
archery.
good. Bow
Yes.
made of yew. Right.
hello! Do you know where Conduit Court is?
Side,
You do the entrance. Right up through the building. Right.
Where was the map?
Right, up we go. I think it's actually inside. I imagined it would be a courtyard outside.
No, it's right
inside.
in the centre of the old part of the castle, Annika.
Frankie?
Just under 4 minutes.
Oh, gosh. I hate this bit. No smoking in the castle. Let's see. Approach to the conduit court. Passing by the ancient portcullis grooves, you'll enter the castle as others have done for the past 900 years.
As for the old yew tree.
Is this the yew tree? Is this the yew tree? Isn't that amazing? Now, I wonder if I have to climb up it.
Tree inside.
Feather in your...
Feather in your cap. So something to do with a feather, or
Right.
a cap, or a hat.
Why are you laughing? They're all giggling. Oh, I can see it!
Excellent.
Hang on.
Got to climb the tree, Annika.
Dear. Where is it? We've got it!
Well
Well
done.
done!
Let's go
Tremendous.
straight on for the bonus clue
Oh,
you've got
bonus
time.
clue.
Right.
Bonus
Come on.
clue. You've got a bonus clue,
Quickly,
Annika.
Just
Yes,
over
yes.
3 minutes.
Take an initial look at the Great British Hospital's X-ray unit, then check the accommodation. Take an initial look at the Great
X-ray,
British
that's
Hospital's
the,
X-ray
that's
unit.
the
then check
helicopter
the
X-ray
accommodation.
uniform.
Great initial, GBH.
Breathe bodily harm. GBH.
Where should we go? Do you think it's still in the castle?
Well, there's a hospital here.
There's a hospital.
In the castle?
Oh,
No.
actually,
Do you know where there's a hospital in the castle?
hospital.
No.
She's there. It's there.
Just across the centre of town.
Across the...
X-ray unit. Check the
Whereabouts is
accommodation.
it? Check the accommodation. Do you think we should leave this conduit court area?
Yes, I'd leave the castle.
Leave
and
the castle.
sprint across town to the hospital, he says,
Oh,
taking executive
yeah.
decision.
Sprint across to the hospital. How do I get out? How did I get in?
2 minutes to go.
Right.
No, it won't be right. I don't think it will be. Is there anything? X-ray unit. Its initial look. It's GBH. X-ray. It's just an anagram of some description. Initial look.
Right.
Where's the hospital? Do you know where there's a
Skipton.
hospital? Actually,
I can see it on the map, Annika. It's due west of the castle.
due west of the... Do you know where the hospital is?
Go.
Do you know where the
Yeah, take
hospital
them.
is? Is it a hospital? Is it in Skipton or the castle?
I think it's in Skipton.
It's in Skipton itself.
How far is the hospital? Do you know?
I think she's trying to ask somebody there.
It's about a quarter of a mile away, the nearest hospital.
Doesn't sound right. What about an X-ray unit? Can you ask about an X-ray unit, Annika?
Well, it'll be in the hospital, won't it?
Probably will.
1 minute to go.
Oh, dear. Getting so excited.
Take an initial look at the Great
Do you know
British
where the hospital
Hospital's
is?
X-ray unit.
Hospital.
Initial grade.
I suppose it's down...
Oh dear.
Great British.
45 seconds. I'm going to go mad if you don't get this.
Check the accommodation.
And check the exit.
Right, so you've got to find the hospital.
No, I don't know.
I doubt it.
Where the hospital is.
30 seconds.
Do you know where the hospital is? Skipton Hospital.
Read it again.
Take an initial look at the Great
What?
British Hospital.
Can we borrow your car?
Initial look is GBHXU.
15.
Can you take us to the hospital?
GBHXU.
General Hospital. How do you open it? Oh, okay.
Hotel.
As quickly as you
Great
can.
Hotel.
We're off. How far is it, Alan?
I can't bear it.
2 minutes. Oh, no, the gong's just gone.
We might need to visit it too, Annika.
I've got a broken
It's all right. Yes.
What a shame, don't worry.
Well, all what now? Tell us what it was. I mean,
Alan, thanks a lot. The gong's gone. We've got to stop.
Call sign is a helicopter.
Oh, it's a helicopter.
Initials.
GBHXU.
We got GBH.
A bit wrong there somewhere along the line.
No.
Annika said X-ray as well was one of the...
I simply can hardly believe I'm speechless. Would never have occurred to me to look at that. You did win £1,000. I'm sorry you didn't get the champagne as well. Yes, yes, your check.
She'll look after the money.
You look after the money, do you?
Well done. You're very, very
Thank you very
clever
much,
on those
Annika.
clues.
Many thanks, Annika.
You're exhausted now.
Thank you, Wincy. You're welcome. Well, that's the end of Treasure Hunt for this week. Join us again for another one next week. Goodbye.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Well, Kenneth, Annika and the treasure hunt team, in fact, return to the Family Channel at the same time tomorrow when they head south to Bedfordshire. Meanwhile, on the way after the break, Fred and Tessa pose as travellers. The cats come to prowl in just a moment.